everybody! Welcome back to the Casino Co YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be reviewing The Lost World Jurassic Park Series 2 Baryonyx. Now, believe it or not, the Baryonyx was never in the movie, nor the novel. I believe it was just another fun figure for Kenner to add to their ever-growing stock of dinosaur toys. The one you see in front of you today, I think, was a Walmart exclusive, with the original figure being a mixture of yellows and oranges. The Baryonyx was part of a Small Wave 2 done by Kenner for the Lost World Jurassic Park line, which included some of these figures. Now, let us begin with the sculpt. As you can tell, this is obviously not Kenner's best work, with a goofier looking head sculpt and wide cartoonish eyes. However, it still is a good sculpt for the most part, with its alligator-esque design reminiscing the aquatic life that Baryonyx had back when they were still alive. We can see, going down its back, a beautiful brown paint job with black tiger spots everywhere, along with beautiful bumputures on its back, really giving it that alligator-esque feel. Going down the arms, we see that it has the signature little claw on its hands that Baryonyx would use to go fishing. And as we move down the figure even more, we see the signature Jurassic Park logo. If it's not Jurassic, then it's extinct. And if we move down the figure even more, we see the paint job continuing, which is something the newer Mattel figures don't do. And as well with the bumpulature ending right here, which is probably a good spot for it to end. Moving down the legs, we see each rivet and skin fold beautifully sculpted. And as we move down to the feet, we see all these dewlaps and the toe claws, all beautifully and organizingly sculpted along with the dewlap toe right here on the side of its foot. Moving to the head sculpt, we see that it has a little bump on its nose for whatever reason, and the eyes that they designed were a little too large for the figure in my opinion, making it look a bit cartoonish. Opening the figure's mouth, we see that they did, in fact, sculpt the roof of the mouth, which surprises me. I did not expect them to do that for such a small figure. And they sculpted in the tongue even, as long as sculpting each and every single one of the teeth on the figure. That's going to have to do it for this thing's sculpt. This thing doesn't just look like an alligator through sculpt, but also through paint job, with its beautiful green paint job making it look like something from the Amazon rainforest. I quite prefer this design over the regular design that was released in all stores, but I don't know, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Anyways, as we can see, from what I clarified earlier when talking about the sculpt, the brown starts at the very head and goes all the way down the back. Also, all of its toe claws and finger claws are painted surprisingly, which is something Mattel should be taking notes on, as well as the roof of the mouth being painted and the tongue being painted. The only problem I have with the paint job is the eyes are a little too large, especially with the white really contrasting with the green paint job that the rest of the figure goes for, the dark coloring. Now, let's check out the action feature for this thing. If you move the leg up or down, it will result in a thrashing mechanism from the Baryonyx. Also, if you open its mouth, it will close immediately after letting go, making a sort of snapping mechanism. Personally, I do not like this action feature for the head. I personally think it would have been better if they just gave it jaw articulation, making it so that the jaw would stay open when you open the jaw rather than closing immediately, giving it more posability. Or, better yet, the jaw snapping mechanism would be tied into the action feature. So whenever you thrash the head back and forth, its jaw would also open when you move the leg, making for a much cooler action feature in my opinion. Now, let us do some size comparisons. Here he is next to Dennis Nedry, Here's the Lost World Baryonyx next to the original Jurassic Park Baryonyx, which personally, I think the Jurassic Park Baryonyx is a better figure overall. Here is the Lost World Baryonyx next to Hasbro's hybrid blue Spinosaurus, or whatever this thing wants to call itself. Here is the Lost World Baryonyx next to the Mattel's Hammond Collection Baryonyx. As you can tell, the Hammond Collection Baryonyx is much larger than the Lost World Baryonyx. And lastly, here it is next to Mattel's Legacy Collection Spinosaurus. As you can tell, the Spinosaurus towers over the thing, making the Baryonyx look like a snack compared to its size. Now, if we get a good measurement of the figure, we can see that it is approximately 9 inches long and like 4.5 inches tall. The Kenner 1997 Baryonyx figure is a great toy with many unique action features and gimmicks. However, the new Mattel Baryonyx figures severely outclass it. And also, the 1993 Baryonyx figure also outclasses it in my opinion. I would strongly recommend saving your money and getting one of those figures. However, this figure still holds a lot of novelty to this day and is loved by children and collectors alike for its goofy grin and its bumpy hide. Thank you so much for watching the Casino Co YouTube channel, and please make sure to like and subscribe so that I can reach 1,000 subscribers before I die of old age. Bye bye!